if you are someone who is filing taxes in the old tax regime and is in 30% tax bracket, you should definitely consider investing in NPS. In today's video, I am going to tell you everything about investing in NPS, why it makes sense to invest in NPS when you are in 30% tax bracket and in the old tax regime, and especially about credit cards, using credit cards to invest in NPS. So you get double benefits. Not only you save taxes on the investments that you make in NPS, but you are also able to meet your milestones on the credit cards. So let us start with understanding what kind of tax saving you can get when you invest in NPS. So it's very simple. There is a section, there are three different provisions under the Income Tax Act to save taxes in NPS, right? So first provision is wherein under section 80C, the regular contribution of 1,50,000, right? If you do that through your as an employee's contribution, you get 1.5 lakhs deduction. But this deduction is also available through Public Provident Fund, Employees Provident Fund, and ELSS. So you can mostly ignore this one because you will be able to meet this deduction through your other sources, right? Then there is a section wherein your employer can contribute 10% of basic salary to NPS and you will get that deduction. This is something most people don't know about. So I would recommend you talk to your employer and understand that if they can start contributing to NPS, because this is an extra tax deduction that you can get. Say for example, if your basic salary is 20 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees can be contributed to NPS, and if you are in 30% tax bracket, you can save easily 60,000 rupees per year in taxes, right? So it's a very great way to save taxes. So if your employer is not contributing, you should definitely speak to them. Another thing to note is that this facility is also available, this tax deduction is also available in the new tax regime. So it is even more beneficial for you to do it. So make sure that you start talking to your employer about it. Lastly, you have the extra deduction of 50,000 rupees which you get if you contribute from your own pocket. So this is where the whole extra savings happen. See, if you are in 30% tax bracket, you are saving 15,000 rupees immediately, right? What you have saved immediately is yours. Forget about returns. You will get equity returns, you get invest in mutual funds or in NPS. Even if you invest in NPS, 75% of your portfolio can get invested there and you will get the equity returns, right? So what you are saving today is 15,000 rupees immediately. Think about that. That is what jo apna, that is yours, right? So you are able to save 15,000 rupees. Think about that. You will get definitely, you will get this money at the age of 60, but not a problem. 50,000 is not a big amount, right? So think about this and start investing. So now what you can do is you can also start using your credit cards to invest. So before I move into credit cards and talk about which kind of credit cards you can use. Yeah. So one more thing to note here is in NPS investing, you have to, when you are setting up your NPS account, you have to make sure that you are selecting the right category of investments. There are three categories of investments. One is equity, one is actually there are four categories of investments. One is equity, one is corporate bonds, one is government bonds, and one is alternate investments. And then there is active choice and auto choice. So I would suggest select active choice and select 75% in equity and 25% in government bonds. That way you will get the returns of equity. If you say for example you think that I don't want to invest in NPS, I will take the 35,000 and invest in equity mutual funds. So this 75% will get you those same kind of returns and 25% will get you the government bond returns. So that way you will not lose much money here and you will end up making a little bit more actually when you take the long term compounded returns after considering the tax savings. And you can choose any fund manager. Fund manager selection is not a very big deal. You can choose any fund manager and you can get started with NPS investing. You can make changes to your NPS portfolio also during the year. That option is also available. So now moving on to credit cards, which cards you can use to invest in NPS. Basically, you have to focus on cards that help you meet your milestones, right? So why milestones, right? Because NPS is something wherein you can invest. You will invest 50,000 using credit card. So you can invest 50,000 for yourself, for your wife, for your parents, right? So you can do multiple transactions. So what kind of cards should you use? You should use milestone cards. So which are some of the milestone cards that are good? I personally, I would, since I invest, I personally use the American Express Platinum Travel Card and the Axis Magnus Credit Card. So American Express, recently, this year I have not used American Express Platinum Travel Card. This year I have used the Axis Vistara Infinite Card, which I got for my wife, a new card, and we had to hit a milestone of 1.2 lakh rupees. So we use that card. I have done a video on the Axis Vistara Infinite Card. I am sharing the link in the description box below. take a look at it, and you will get an idea why and how I met the milestones on that card. But otherwise, next year onwards, I'm going to use the American Express Platinum Travel Card, because I definitely end up spending 1 lakh rupees on my Axis Magnus credit card, so I don't want to spend more than 1 lakh on that card. If I end up getting one more Axis Magnus credit card, I will for sure spend on it and not on the American Express Platinum Travel Card. So now American Express Platinum Travel Card gives you great rewards. You get almost 8 to 10% of reward rate on this card if you hit a milestone of 4 lakh rupees in a year. And this card, if you apply through a referral link, I'm sharing my referral link in the description box below. You can take a look at the referral link and apply for yourself. Probably you will get, not only you will get it for first year free, you will also get 2000 bonus points. I have done lots of American Express videos also. I'm sharing all those links in the description box, so you should definitely check those out and start using credit cards to invest in NPS. Why should you you may be thinking that I will end up paying 0.5% to 1% extra on making the NPS payment through credit cards, but think about it. Think about it, right? Your credit card is giving you rewards between 5% to 10%. Why should you bother about that 1%? It's okay. I am completely okay to spend it, right? And then one more thing that you can consider, say you are well to do and you have a lot of money, right? And you have a lot of spare money and you can invest a little bit extra in NPS. Then what you can do is you can start investing more money and meet your credit card milestones as well. This is again may not be possible for everyone, but I would definitely once I start having more surplus, I'm definitely planning to do it, because it will not only help me in my meeting my retirement corpus goals, it will also help me to meet my credit card milestones, and also let me travel for free. Now, lastly, there is a lock-in up to the age of 60, right? So NPS has that disadvantage wherein you have the lock-in up to the age of 60, but it's okay. You will continue to work till the age of 60 or maybe beyond that also. So your retirement corpus will be ready. So it's a very good way of investing for your retirement as well. NPS as such, has a lower expense ratio, so that's also not a challenge for you. NPS is a very good way of investing your money. Moving on, I think I've covered everything on the NPS front. Do let me know if you have any questions. If you have any questions with respect to using any credit cards for NPS, or specifically with respect to NPS as well. Like I said, you can choose any fund manager. Fund manager selection is not a very big deal. Here, investing consistently and making sure that you're ensuring that you're getting your tax benefits, that is more important. Do not forget to talk to your employer about the 10% contribution. That will help you save a lot more taxes, even though you will not be able to use your credit cards, but then tax saving is more important, right? The immediate cash flow that you get in your hand is more important. So think about that. I hope this video was useful for you. If you have any questions, drop in the comment section below, and do not forget to look at the other videos that I have shared in the description box below.